Paternity are the rights of fathers. And in Alabama, it surprises many people to know that when parents are not married to one another, that means if you're not married to the mom, or mom, you're not married to the dad has no legal rights whatsoever, no custodial rights to that child until the court gives those. And especially if you're not on the birth certificate and you didn't sign an affidavit of paternity, you're not even legally the father until the court establishes you as the father. So if you've had a child with somebody you're not married to, whether it's just happening, or maybe she's expecting the child now, or maybe the kid is 10 years old and you've always acted like a daddy, but you've not on the birth certificate, you've never been legally established as a father, right now you've got to file a petition for paternity. It's so important because until the court gives you those rights, that other parent can cut you off entirely, and there's nothing you can do about it. You've got to file a petition with the court to get established as a father, and then the court can deal with things like custody, visitation, child support. But it all begins with you filing a petition to establish your paternity. No matter the age of your child, as a dad, you probably want to have custody of that child, or at least some regular visitation. One of the best ways that we can effectively build a case to show the court why you should have custody or joint custody or even regular visitation is to show that you've done your best to be involved. I know that sometimes the other parent has put roadblocks in your path and tried to prevent you from being the parent. That's going to help you in court if we can document that. What you need to do is you need to make the effort to ask. Even if they say no, 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 make sure without harassing them, you continue to ask, you continue to try to be involved in your child's life. Even though you know right now you're not yet a legal parent, we're going to get you there when you file a petition for paternity. But what you can do is continue to try to be involved in the life of the child, whether it's a newborn or an 8-year-old in elementary school. You need to try to be involved in the life of the child to whatever extent you're able to. And then when you're cut off, if you've not already been cut off, you need to file with the court, and we're going to put together a case to show that you're financially stable, that you don't have issues going on in your life which would prevent you from taking care of that child. You're stable and you're able to provide a safe and stable home for the child. You're able in every way to be an effective parent for your son or daughter. If you know you have a child, but you're not married to the mom and you're not on the birth certificate, so you don't yet have any legal rights to that child, you need to know that it's going to probably negatively affect you if you go to court, say when the child is 3 years old, and you've known and you've maybe been involved a little bit, but you never have been adjudicated as the dad, but you've never financially helped that child. The judge can award what we call retroactive child support to that child's other parent. You got to remember that if you know you have a child, you've got a moral and a legal obligation at some point to financially help that child. If you want to avoid some big balance of a retroactive order of child support, it's going to be better for you to show along the way that you are making efforts to help that child financially. And a lot of people get trapped by this. Don't think that if I send Christmas gifts, or if I buy school shoes, or if I even buy my 16-year-old a car, that's going to count as my child support. Those are gifts to your children. They don't count as child support. So if you're going to send money to the other parent, I would document it in some way. Either you send a check or a money order. Maybe you send it on PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, Zelle. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Make sure you've got some documentable way to be able to show you have provided actual support to the other parent, not just gifts to your kids. As a dad who's not married to your child's mom, you may wonder, can I seek custody or even visitation with the child? Yes, you absolutely can. Here's what we want to show to the court in order to make the best case about why you should have custody or visitation. You need to have a stable place to live. Now, maybe you live with somebody else, that's okay, but whoever else is living in that home, an adult, they're going to affect your custody case, whether it's your parents, and maybe they're fine. But if they lost custody of you growing up, now you're living there, and you're going to want your kid to go live there also, their past is going to affect your case. If you're living with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, their legal issues, they could affect your case. The best idea is for you to have a home of your own that is safe and stable, whether it's a house or an apartment or even a mobile home. It doesn't matter. If you've got a safe and effective place that you can live to take care of your child, make sure you do. When we have housing, we have stable employment, you got to be clean and drug-free. You got to make sure that any criminal issues you have either are resolved or are being resolved. Your mental health has got to be in check. Maybe you have a mental health diagnosis. You can't help that. But what you can help is whether or not you're taking your medication like you're supposed to, whether you're going to see your counselor like you should, whether your health is in control overall. Those are things that are going to help you as an unmarried dad build the best case you can to either get custody of or visitation with your children. So if you are a dad who's not married to your child's mom, you need right now to contact our office because we can talk you through the details of how you're going to file a petition for paternity, whether you should ask for custody or visitation, how the child support orders are going to affect you, and answer any other questions you may have. So call us today.